Well, someone said to me last night, how do I react to people that do inhumane things, the simply, utterly awful things? And I wanted to answer, but I was under constraint, because the very lady that had asked it had apparently, I'd been told, I felt that I was too forthright in my religion, quite honestly, the things I say sometimes. So I was unusually silent, and I let other people answer. And I don't think it was answered. I don't think I missed the answer among the small dinner group I was at. But I'd like to say the answer now. I think I've covered it in my recordings. That this world is a mix of good and evil, and everything in it is transitory, except us that pass through it. The life forms, I suspect, are all eternal, but we are going through like a cinema show or a video where we live an experience because it will be of value to us, but it's mercifully short. But it has to be enough. As I understand it, to be safe in heaven, safe from the point of view of not wrecking heaven, not spoiling it, and safe from the point of view of our eternal presence and harmony and blessing there. This is an idyllic or idealized view of things. And of course I know I hold that that's because fundamentally all of this existence is thought. And therefore the heart of the matter is that we think beautifully, idealistically, kindly, lovingly, in the way of utter blessing, and that we are being trained to do that we might abide forever in all goodness and all blessing, though we're not clear what that is. And the trust and the hope is that we will be clear. And more than that, of course, not that we are doing it alone, but that our being, our existence is because of the one that made us, holds us in existence, sustains us, which is the thought we understand to be greater than our thoughts, far more reliable, utterly wonderful. For how else could we be existing except for such? And that it is reasonable, logical, to trust in that which has been the blessing of our coming into existence and being, and even in our myopic view has sustained us for the last N years of life that we know of. be just a few years because we're a teenager, or it might be many decades because we are what is thought of as old. But either is but an absolute speck of time in the notion of eternity. And we have that notion. And we have this existence. And we have this consciousness, this awareness. And it is not of our own, because how could we have created ourselves? So we wonder about this fantastic one that may exist and may have made us and may be sustaining us. And if it is all these things, let me say, if he is, can I? Then we're born of him by definition. We are the result of his kindness. I want to love him with all my heart in thankfulness. This is my calling. What else could it be? Perhaps it's your calling too. You may say from this, let me pause a sec, but I'm called therefore to love all else that he's made and values. And I would reply, yes, but I did anyway. I just did. I don't know why. Perhaps that's the way he's made us. You may say in your heart, I seem to have always hated suffering, whether it was mine or to know that others suffered. Well, perhaps that view, that state of being has come about through being in this universe as we see it, having this life. Perhaps this is the thought that he's generated in us, that we be children of him truly, his spirit, his purpose, his values, that we may enter fully into being part of his family, what I might picture as the host of heaven, a wonderful family that's not just our reason for living eternally, but his too, because he loves and delights in you and in me, his children, and all that he has made. A simply wonderful person, just like you and I are becoming by his grace, by his goodness, all this because of him. I would tell you, if I had the courage, to think well, whatsoever is good and lovely. Think on these things. You've seen horrendous evil, and you find it horrendously repellent. Well, that's good. What you've seen is in the world of the transitory, that you might have eternal values, to be eternally wonderful, beautiful, and blessed through being an eternal blessing, just like our Heavenly Dad. Thank you, Dad.